Hey everybody. All right, as you can see, I have an actual real microphone. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. All right, so I'm checking the mic. Those that are on, please let me know if you can hear me, and I will adjust my volume accordingly. I need to cut the size of my hair. It's driving me nuts. All right, looks like we've got 3 people on. I'll see who else jumps on. This was 100% impromptu random live, so don't worry about missing it. This was not on the schedule. This was not on the calendar. You don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I missed another live. It's okay. This was not scheduled. I just realized I haven't done a video since Sunday and was like, oh, I guess I should get on and do something. So I just wanted to say, hey, I'm still alive, still here. Can you hear me on the mic? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me on the microphone? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Test, 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 test. Perfectly. Ah, nice. Thanks, Autumn, for answering. So yes, I have a legit microphone. I got lots of gifts when I got to my mailbox today. So many gifts. So my mic was one of the gifts that I got, one of many gifts. I'm going to probably do a video over the weekend and post it up maybe Tuesday of all the gifts that I got. But yeah, legit microphone going on now. No more little teeny baby lapel mic trying to talk into it like this. So good, good, good. I'm glad everybody can hear me because I was afraid it might not work with the actual cell phone. So it went into the cell phone jack. I did a test video for myself and it sounded okay, but I just wanted to see how it sounds on the live, so that's good. Glad you guys can hear me. Anyway, this is a completely 100% random live video. I have no agenda. I have no notes written down. I have no nothing. Nothing. So don't worry about, oh, I didn't know you weren't going to be on live today. This was a completely random situation. We haven't had any video on the channel since Sunday, so I just decided to do this. So anyway, it is completely whatever you want it to be within reason. This is definitely not a Freaky Friday, so everything has to be PG. So don't ask me any kind of questions like that. But hey Maggie, Maggie's on. Maggie and I got my 2 solar panels up on the roof yesterday, and it looks like it's okay. I'm at 12.3 right now, and I do have my fridge going. I do have a fridge. That's something I've got to do, is my own tour video, but there's a couple of things I need to tweak still to get it exactly like I want, and then I will do a tour video. So that's probably not going to be for another month or so. But the fridge is running. It's in eco mode, and it seems to be doing just fine. Like I said, the batteries are holding at 12.3, so it seems okay. I'm hoping it's all good. I do kind of think I would like to get the cables that we cut, Maggie, reorder a set of those so that I can have them uncut in the middle. I want to have the full cable because we cut them too short and then we had to splice them, and so I feel like maybe that's kind of lowering some of my what do you call it, wattage coming through. So I think I want to do that at some point. Order just those cables, go up there, plug them in, bring it down, and have a continuous wire. So it's super, super easy. I just got to get a ladder. But yeah, it's holding at 12.3, so I'm good to go for right now. But, oh, someone asked how many watts of solar. So I have 2 100 panels on the roof, so it's 200 watts of solar. I have a 200 amp hour battery, so that's plenty. And the fridge that I'm using is an Alpacool A-L-P-I cool, right? Alpacool, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much. Yep, I am doing very, very well. The little tweaks here and there are good to go. Like I said, I spent about 2 hours this afternoon putting away the gifts that I got when I got to my mailbox. So I had to figure out where to put all the little gifts. Thank you, Patrick, for your gift. Thank you, Mona, for your gift. Thank you, Miss D, for your gift. And a couple of other people. I did get the shower curtain that you guys saw ordered. I told you I got the striped one. That's ordered, and I did put that up. However, I'm thinking the top of the shower curtain has thinner stripes, and then they get bigger as you go down. So I'm thinking about cutting it and then putting grommets in the top, because I like the wider stripes. I think the wider stripes are nicer. So I'm thinking about doing that. So that might be a project for tomorrow. And I got the other shower curtain that was the woman with the big afro woman, and her whole afro had words in it, all kinds of nice words, affirming, self-affirming words and positive words. So don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I'm thinking about maybe making some kind of an awning with that off the top. So we'll see what happens. Oh, Maggie, if you just send me the link for the tool, I'd appreciate it. I could just order it myself. That way I'll have one. Thanks. Yeah, and Patrick gave me a really, really cool gift. I have a hard drive full of movies and TV shows, and I haven't plugged it into the computer yet to look at it. I'll probably do that tomorrow, because like I said, I just got everything today and put stuff away. And we went grocery shopping and all that, so I did a lot of errands today, so I'm tired. But Patrick, I have a question about this gift. I have to show this gift to everyone. Is this supposed to be me and you, Patrick? Is this supposed to be us? So he sent this really cute note as well. I won't read it on camera, but seriously, and you can't tell because this light is so bright, but this doll is actually brown skin. She's light brown skin. She's not. And this is a white man doll, so I'm thinking, Patrick, is this supposed to be us? Miss B thought that was really funny when I showed that to her. So I thought that was really funny. Let's see. I think I have a couple of questions. Thanks for the reminder, Judy, about hitting the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Margarita wants to ask questions. I've been wanting to ask someone this question. Beginning to prepare for van life. Is YouTube your only option for income? No, I have several sources of income. I make t-shirts on Teespring. I have YouTube. I have another job that we talk about when it's Freaky Friday. I have that, and then I have a job in Lake Havasu that I do once a week as well. So I have those 4 to 5 sources of income. Now, granted, I don't make much money with all of that together. I make around $600 to $700 a month with all of those jobs, not just from one, but with all of those jobs. So it's not a lot of money, not at all. So yep, there are lots of ways to make money. So definitely look into it now before you hit the road. I kind of did mine as I was on the road and found stuff. I have found jobs on Craigslist before, and I have done like I helped out at a scrapbooking expo. I helped someone set up their booth and run it for the weekend and tear it down at the end of the weekend. So there are lots of little odd jobs like that. There are cleaning jobs you can do, just little gigs here and there. I always check the gigs section when I'm low on money and see what's going on in the area that I'm in. So yeah, there's also things like Postmates, Uber Eats. I don't know about Uber Eats. I don't know if you can change your location as quickly as you can with Postmates, but I know someone who was doing Postmates, and I don't know if they still are, but they were able to use it across the country. So, you know, there are lots of things like that where you don't have to carry a passenger, but you're just delivering food. I believe maybe Amazon delivery, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Lots of different things. Patrick said it's not us. It's just to keep us safe. I don't know how I feel about these dolls staring at me. I don't have a spot for them yet. So right now they're sitting on top of the fridge. So they just sit, I have a little like basket on top of the fridge with some odds and ends, and so that's where they're sitting right now. But yeah, it's just so funny. Very funny. Mr. G says, the infamous Patrick from last Freaky Friday. Yeah, Miss V wasn't happy about you last Freaky Friday. Annie says, whatever happened to William? I have no idea who William is. I don't know. I don't know a William. Who's William? I don't know who William is. Hey, Shirley. Jacqueline says there are child tutoring, teaching English jobs. Yes, you do need a degree in order to do those jobs. I don't have a degree, which is why I did not pursue that. Although I did try with three companies to do online tutoring, and you got to have a degree, and I don't, so that didn't work for me. So yeah, but there are lots of ways to earn income, especially if you're willing to do several different kinds of jobs. If you can't find one that pays what you want. Cup holder in the front. Oh, stick them in the cup holder? No, I have things in my cup holder, so I'll find a place for them. I think I'm going to zip tie them up to the top right here. I have like a, when I do the tour, it'll make sense. But right behind my passenger seat, there's like a plastic wall kind of where the fridge is at the floor. And I have this nice wall with this nice medallion on it. I didn't really have anywhere to put this plastic wall. So it ended up here. It was at one point in the back, but it was not, when I switched the van around, it didn't make sense in the position that it was in back there. So I moved it up here because I didn't want to get rid of it. But I am thinking of moving it one more time. So anyway, I think I'm going to zip tie them either up here at the top of the door or on my side cargo doors here. I have a little ledge that I've got some items sitting inside. It's like a little, it used to be a cup holder, but I took the wood off of it, so now it's an open container. So I might zip tie them there, just so they're sitting there, because a lot of times when I sit with my door open, that way they can be seen. But I'll find a place for them, don't worry. Miss B was like, Patrick needs to be blocked. She didn't get your sense of humor. I did tell her that you were just joking and that maybe you had too much to drink, because she wasn't really pleased with some of the things that you were saying. So you just gotta watch yourself. Mr. G wants to know that I check out the big tent at the end of RTR, and maybe a camp host gig would be cool. I particularly don't want to do a camp hosting gig. However, I did not go to Big Tent. Let me just say that first. I didn't go last year and I didn't go this year. Big Tent is crazy. It does end this Sunday. I think it's from last Saturday through this Sunday. And I didn't go last year, but people that were camped with me did go and got jobs. Now, just about all of them did not finish their jobs. Apparently, it wasn't all it was cracked up to be. So I'm kind of leery, because they were people that definitely are hardworking people, so they wouldn't shy away from work. But yeah, apparently those jobs were not all they were cracked up to be. So I'm not so sure about that. I wouldn't mind maybe doing something in the fall, but for me, because I'm going to be traveling the spring and then back on the East Coast for the summer, it doesn't really make sense for me to go to the Big Tent and get a job for this next season, because I won't be available until fall. So if I could find something maybe end of September or beginning of October through maybe the holidays, that would be perfect for me. But, you know, I can always go online and check and see. So, hey, Bobby's Van Life from Texas. Hey, Jazz. Annie says, your friend that helped you out with the van. There's no William. Are you talking about Tom? Maybe you're talking about Tom. I don't know. I've never had a William. Patrick says you're going to choke our kids. If I zip tie them, I'm going to choke them. Who says I'm going to zip tie them on the neck? I'm going to zip tie them under their arms. Under their arms. That's what I was going to do. Under their armpits. They won't be tight. You're so crazy. Yeah, I won't be doing sugar beet harvest. I won't be doing Amazon. I cannot do those physical type jobs. I cannot be on my feet 10 and 12 hours a day, bending and stooping and lifting like that. I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it through the first 2 days, honestly. And I would have to probably have knee surgery because I already need knee surgery. So I would probably make my knee way worse. So not gonna happen. Buddy, hey, Doug, this is PG. Yep, we are not talking any adult related stuff. Remember, guys, you can tell if it's adult related video because when you first log on, it'll ask you, are you over a certain age? So yeah. Patrick says, I don't drink. I'm organically high. Okay. Oh my gosh, you're too funny. Hey, Pam. Hey, MB2. All right, hi, Anita. Anyway, this is too funny. What's torture? OMG, that's torture. Oh, the dolls? Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna do it. Oh my gosh, you guys are kidding me, killing me with the dolls. So, everyone's asking about Brother Tom. He made it out west, and that's all I got to say about that. Some people are in your life for a reason. Some people are in your life for a season. He made it out west. And that's all I got to say about that. It is what it is. I've definitely got to put that on a shirt. It is what it is. I say that so much. I really need to be rocking that shirt. As a matter of fact, I have a t-shirt that I got in my mail, and I don't remember ordering it, but I haven't checked mail in almost a month. So if you're the one who sent me the t-shirt, maybe I did order it. I'll have to look and see. If anybody sent me a t-shirt, will you please email me? You should know what it says if you sent it to me. I'll have to double check and see if I ordered it. But I just don't remember ordering a t-shirt. Well, you did, whatever it is. I don't think I ordered it because it's a men's large. I would never order myself a men's large. I would order a men's medium or a woman's large. So I'm thinking somebody sent me this t-shirt. It had no receipt in it. No gift receipt. It came from Amazon, but it had no receipt whatsoever. And I personally don't think I ordered it. So if somebody sent it to me, will you please email me and tell me what the shirt said so I can thank you properly? But anyway. Thank you, Newbern. Hi, Kathy. Beet harvest in Amazon or torture? I said that too because it really is what it is. Hey, LA. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. I used to give the boy doll out with my computer business cards back in the day. Oh, so glad you said something. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and give you a plug and a shout out. Oh shoot, what did I do with the cards? They were right here. Oh, friggle fraggle. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I thought I had them sitting right here. All right, let's move the dolls. Oh, maybe I didn't have them here after all. Ugh. Oh, I do. Here I have them. All right, I'm going to give a shout out to Patrick. Patrick, I don't know if you want your last name showing, so I'm going to cover it. Well, you know what? Before I do that, you've got your address and everything. Is it okay, Patrick, for me to hold up your business card for people to see in case they need computer work? It says repair, custom builds, and networking. So I'll wait for your answer before I do that. So, because it's got your last name on it and it's got an address, but I don't know if that's like a P.O. box. It's got a phone number and everything. So I don't know if you want me to maybe scratch some stuff out before I hold it up. Doug is telling me to keep an eye for coolworks.com for fall jobs. Okay, cool. I'll do that. Irene says, did you get my gift? It says it was delivered during the women's RTR. You're going to have to refresh my memory as to what gift. I got so many packages today, and some had gift receipts, some didn't, and some things, for some reason, were sent in one box, lots of little gifts, and all these receipts. So please refresh my memory as to what it was. Shirley wants to know about how many African Americans did you see at RTR? I can't even begin to give you a number, but I'm definitely 100% sure it's the most they've ever had at an RTR. So, but I can't begin to give you a number because honestly, I didn't go into the seminars at all. I hung out at my camp, which was literally less than a block from where the main camp was. So, I did some tour videos, but I didn't really go to the seminars, but I saw Black people walking around, driving by, so there was a lot of Black people at the RTR this year. Yes, Mr. G is saying those who went to RTR were able to meet and hang out with Brother Tom. So, yep. Sure, oh, that's a UPS store address. Okay, good. He said I can hold it up. So, if you have any kind of computer things, which I don't know how this would work because it looks like he's in New York, but if you're in that area, Patrick, who is a CVanner family member, does repairs, custom builds, and networking. So not sure what that means, but his email is here, so you can definitely look him up. And his email is pjrcguy@yahoo.com. No website. Pat, you need a website, Patrick. pjrcguy@yahoo.com. I hope you can see that. I hope it's coming through clear. Anyway, email me if you're interested in getting his info, and I'll just send you his email or a picture of his card. I'll just screenshot the picture of the card and I'll email it to you. So if you're interested in computer stuff, so it's pretty cool because he sent me how many oh, I have the letter you wrote. Let me see. Hold on. I won't read it, but I have to remember. He sent me a hard drive. Here's the letter. You sent me a 4 terabyte external hard drive in a rugged case. And there's 800 gigabytes free. So I could add some other stuff to it if I want. Like I have some DVDs that I have. I could add them onto that. That way I could get rid of the DVDs or give them away. So I'm interested to see what movies and TV shows you put on there. So I'll probably break out the computer tomorrow and see what you put on there. I'm hoping you put some Star Trek on there. Just saying. Yeah. Anyway, so we will I'll double check that. So when we were at we spent a few days in Ehrenberg after we went to after we were done with RTR, and there was a gentleman there who, ironically enough, older white man whose name was Tom. So I'm gonna keep getting Toms in my life. But anyway, very sweet man. He has a sweet little teeny dog with him, and he is an artist. I'm calling him an artist because his painting was amazing. But he let us share his paints, and I painted a rock. And this is my van. Down by the river is a little red van down by the river. I painted on a rock with the moon. There's a moon. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool of him to share his paints. It got me wanting to paint again, so I think I might have to order some paints. I had given my paints away last year because I wasn't using them, and I gave them to some kids. And so I felt good about giving the kids the paint, but I wasn't using it. But I think if I get me a small enough set of acrylics or something, I can paint on some rocks. So I figured if I paint rocks, then I would leave them at rest stop bathrooms and restaurant bathrooms, leave the rocks everywhere I go, but I'm going to keep this one for me. So it was pretty cool. Oh, there it is. Miss M put his, thank you, Miss M. I hadn't scrolled down. So there you go. pjrcguy@yahoo.com. Thank you. It's right there. Irene says, I wanted to make sure you got it. Camp lights on a cord or could be in a bag. It was from your wish list. Oh, was it the Lumen Noodle? Because I did get the Lumen Noodle. Is that what it was? Was it this? Was this it, Irene? Remember, I got to scroll down to see your answer. But if it was the Lumen Noodle, then yes, I got it. Yes. I'm hoping that was it. Judy is saying she saw about 50 African Americans. And Mr. G is saying there were at least 20 people at this RTR. So I guess somewhere between 20 and 50. I'm thinking it probably was closer to 50. Hey, Sugar! She can, oh yay, Sugar can type now. She couldn't leave comments. Let me see if it'll let me make you an admin. I think that only lets me do it on, oh, that sucks. Nope, it won't let me make you an admin. I will definitely make you an admin later. Let's see. Sharon says, have or do participate with the caravans that Bob Wells is promoting now. No. I will not be participating in the caravans. I think the caravans are an awesome thing to have and do and be a part of. Especially if you're new and you're not sure how to find BLM land or what is BLM land out here. And how do you like boondock on BLM land? Like, what are the rules? What are the no-nos? And you kind of want a group to start out with for a few days or even a few weeks. I think it's an excellent thing. I am not joining the caravans. I'm not participating. I'm not hosting. I'm not co-hosting. I have nothing to do with the caravans. The areas that the caravans are in are on his website, cheaprvliving.com, and it'll tell you what dates they're there. It'll give you the GPS coordinates, everything. So you can join a caravan at any time you want. And I think they were saying that some of them might split into two if they get too big. But they have email addresses for them. You can email them. They have it down pat. So kudos to Bob again and his crew as usual. They are doing the darn thing. But yeah, I will not be participating in the caravans. I did have someone reach out to me and wanted me to let her know, she's a Vanner family member, wanted me to let her know if it were possible for her to come and join me when I got back to Havasu. So I will be reaching out to her in a few days and letting her know that, yes, that's fine. But yeah, so I'm kind of like overly stimulated from being social. I'm kind of done. We had a great time at WRTR, an excellent time at RTR, but I'm in mode of recharging now. And so in order for me to recharge, I require being in a smaller group or by myself. So I have 2 people traveling with me right now, just kind of hanging out with me. Miss V, of course, and someone else. But we're all pretty quiet people, and we can stay in our vans and be totally content and happy. We don't have to come out and chit chat all the time. We didn't even do a fire tonight because I have been doing a fire almost every single night since Women's RTR. There was one night at RTR we didn't have a fire one night, and when we were over by the water in Ehrenberg, there was one night we didn't have a fire because it was too windy. But I've had a fire every night except for those 2 nights for over 3 weeks now. So I'm kind of tired of all the hoopla and the kind of not so much partying because I wasn't really drinking a whole lot, but just the being on the conversation, the talking. It's so much fun, but I'm done. I need rest. I need a rest. I need to rest my throat. I need to rest my mind. I need to veg out for a little while. Yeah. So I hope that answers the question. That was a really long answer to the question, but yeah. Clarity. How are you? Hubby and I are rolling and watching. Hey, Kathy's RV life. Hate that I missed you. Hubby gave you my info. Hit me up sometime. Okay, I'll do that. MB2 says Aaron Bragg was lots of fun. I wish you could have stayed longer. Kathy says, Patrick, sorry about the timing you out since Crystal shouted you out. I think you could repost your comment about having 2020 desktop for sale. Oh, okay. Sandy wants to know, how do I start van life? Can you give me some tips? My biggest thing I would say to you, Sandy, is it's going to depend on where you are financially, how you start. I literally didn't have any money, and I started with the vehicle that I already owned and gradually was able to buy my $800 minivan, which is what I had for over 2 years, which my son now has. But I don't think you have to start van life with a van. I think you can start this mobile living, this vehicle lifestyle with any vehicle that you have, just so you're not paying mortgage or rent or whatever for a few months, and then take that money and buy a bigger vehicle. And if you have to do that every 6 months or so, then do that. You just have to tailor your setup for what vehicle you're in. And if you're like me, I just ripped my seats out and I threw caution to the wind. I got a very, very small storage locker, enough to hold my seats, and about 3 of those Rubbermaid bins, and that was it. That was as big as my locker was. It literally was a storage locker, not a storage unit. They called it a locker because it was a locker. So I put my SUV seats in there, and I put 3 Rubbermaid bins stacked on top of each other in there. And because I had some out of season clothing, I had some, files and photos and things I wasn't sure, like keepsakes. And then the other bin was like items I wanted to use in the van, but wasn't sure. I mean, use in the SUV, but I wasn't sure how because I had already set it up and there was no more room for those items. But I had gone back several times. If you look at my other videos way in the beginning, you'll see that I went to my storage a lot and rearranged stuff. So it's very doable in a car. I would definitely say take your seats out if you can. I would take out the back seat. I would take out the passenger seat, and I would make a platform on the passenger side to sleep on, put some bins under it. And behind the driver's seat, I would put one of those 3-drawer plastic bin things to put clothing in or food in or something like that, because you could also hang your clothes as well. In a car, you could hang your clothes. Just put a bar behind the seats, where the 2 front seats are, and hang your clothes. So during the day, you just move them over, and at night, spread them across and put a curtain. So when someone's walking by, all they see is the curtain. Anyway, it's doable. I would say start with what you have first and save as much as you can. Then go ahead and get into something bigger and more comfortable. Continue to save. I worked for 2 years. I worked at the school for 2 years in my minivan. So, if you have to keep working your job while you live in your vehicle, then do that. So I hope that helps a little. Thank you, Kathy. Yes, I have to rebalance because I'm just tired. I'm really tired. And I was telling someone at the fire last night, I found out last year, and I think I shared this on the video, I'm an ambivert is what it's called. So I used to think I was an introvert because I love being by myself, but I recharge by being by myself. However, in social situations, I am very social. And I can be. I'm not always. Depends on the setting. But in social situations, I can be very boisterous, very loud, very happy, very excited, very, on, as you say. But it drains the hell out of me. Like, so tired. And I have been on day after day after day after day after day, where normally you would like go out with friends, but you wouldn't go out with friends every night. You'd go out with friends and then you'd have a day to chill. So I wasn't having that in between days to chill. And so, yeah, I'm taking those days now. So yeah, I am definitely taking care of myself and recharging. Autumn says, I completely understand needing to be in a smaller group or alone. After being with a large group of people, I am like that too. Mr. G said, Miss V is so great, y'all won't believe. She is magical. Miss V is magical. You are so right, Mr. G. You're so right. Yep, yep, yep. Kathy says, I agree, Miss Covina, man. I had fun playing with her and Crystal in Santa Fe. Yeah, it is really, really fun. When you meet, if you get to meet Miss V in person, she is really fun. You're right, she's really fun. We crack up so much. It's like we laugh all the time. Even when we're fussing at each other, it's laughter. So it's fun. There's several conversations happening that are not part. Yes, I will be in Vegas next month. I am hoping the event that we're going to is on the 16th, which I need to buy those tickets. I gotta remind myself to do that when I get off. Which is a Saturday. So I'm hoping to come into town maybe Thursday. Well, actually, no, I can't come into town Thursday because I have to work Friday. So as soon as I'm done working on Friday, we're gonna head to Vegas. So we'll be there Friday afternoon or very early evening. So I've got to remember, we're probably going to park at the casino. And we're going to crash in Mr. G's room. Mr. G doesn't realize that he's going to have some overnight guests on Saturday night. But we definitely are going to go dancing Saturday night. And I'm probably going to hang out there maybe till Monday. I don't think I want to rush back. Because I hate doing that. I hate driving, 2.5, 3 hours somewhere and then only staying 2 days and coming right back. So I don't have to be back again until Friday or the next Friday. So we'll probably hang out till Monday. So, Dana wants to know, what do I miss the most from Sticks and Bricks? Absolutely nothing. No, I shouldn't say that. I'll take that back. There are only two things I miss the most from being in the Sticks and Bricks. And it's something that you can possibly have in a vehicle. It's just that I'm choosing not to have it. And that is a flushing toilet and running water. Now, I legit technically have running water because I have a foot pump and the water does come out of a faucet, a real legit faucet. So I do have running water. But, I've got to go dump my gray jug. It's a container. I've got to go dump my gray container every other day or so because I only let it get about half full because it's quite heavy if I let it get too full. So it's not like unlimited water. Now, that being said, they do make small tanks, like a 10-gallon tank I could put under my van, a fresh and a gray. I could do that if I wanted to, but I'm not. They do make flushing toilets. They do make compostable toilets. I was a big, no composting toilet, no. But I'm seriously considering, haven't done it yet, considering using my bucket toilet and putting some kind of peat moss or something in it and just doing everything in the bucket itself and not separating anymore. Now, I know people say that's where it starts to stink and it does. You're right. It does stink if you put the solids and the liquids together. But I'm considering trying it out for a short time just to see how it is, because you would have a big, I would anyway. I would put one of those big contractor bags inside the bucket, tie it up so it's nice and tight around the bucket, and then I would put another trash bag on that and throw in the peat moss or something to absorb, and I would use the bathroom there for a couple of days, and after a couple of days tie it off and go chuck it in the trash. I feel like that would be simpler than having to dump my pee container every single day, because when I'm done with this video, what do I have to do? I have to go dump my pee container. Every evening I dump my pee container because it's just not enough to hold days and days worth of urine, which I really don't want it to. And then, I don't know, I'm just considering that. I'm just considering it, just a consideration, just want to try it out. Does it really smell? Is there a way to keep the odor down? There are some cat litters that, the cat litter that's almost like a sand, and it clumps up the pee and it clumps up the poop, and you can sift it with a slotted spoon and then just separate those items. That might be a consideration. There are these crystal type things that you can put in that make the urine into a gel. That might be something to consider. There's so many different ways to have a toilet in a van or a vehicle There's no right or wrong way. There really isn't. It's what works for you. And sometimes something will work for you for a little while and you'll want to change it. It's completely up to the person. So those are the things I miss probably the most about being in sticks and bricks, is you really don't think about the toilet. You just do your business, you flush, and it goes away. Same thing with water. You've got endless hot water. Like, I don't have hot water. I have to boil water to get hot water. So when I wash up every day, if I'm not showering, I've got to boil the water, put some in the sink, put a little cold in it. You know, it's this whole thing. You don't just turn on the water and have hot water. Although they do make the small hot water instant tanks. They do make those that I could hook up to the propane tank that's sitting in the front seat. But again, I'm so limited on space, I really don't have anywhere to put that. So I'm just going through. Thanks for putting the calendar up, Miss M. I appreciate that. You definitely want to check out my calendar. We've got some new things happening for the new year. This month we don't have book club at the end of the month, so don't look for a video for book club. Definitely go on the website, crystalvanner.com, and you will see what's going on for next month's podcast and book club, both. So definitely do that. Also, in March, we're starting Mental Health Mondays. So that will be there as well. It's not on there yet because I'm trying to decide which Monday I want to do it. I am thinking about doing it the first Monday of the month, but there's something going on the first Saturday of the month, so I don't know if I want to do that. So it might be like the second Monday or the fourth Monday of the month. I'm not sure about the fourth Monday of the month. It might end up being the second Monday of the month. We'll see. Mr. G says maybe he needs to get a bigger room in Vegas. Actually, I think Ms. V said that she was going to get a room, so you might not have to. So, yeah. I'll be in touch with you privately for that one. Hey, Victoria, thanks for jumping on. Victoria says that she did everything in the bucket with sawdust and it didn't have a smell. Good to know. And I know sometimes you can get free sawdust at like Home Depot and Lowe's because if you ever go to get wood cut there, if you look on their saw, they have this huge bag attached to it that all the sawdust goes into it. And they dump that a lot of times out back into a bigger bin or container or another bag, and it gets taken away. And sometimes they'll give it to you for free if you come at the end of the night with something to dump it in. If you have a container or a garbage bag or something, I think is what I've heard, that they will give you some for free because they're cutting wood all day long there. So Sugar says, I came back to a foot of snow and ended up with post-RTL funk. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to come back and hang with the crew. Nothing like a wonderful family. Oh, I'm sorry you had to leave early, but I totally understand why you had to leave early. I completely understand, and we miss you so much. Dana says, why are my replies to you not showing up? I don't know. I see that one, Dana. Maybe I missed it. What other one did you send? Let me scroll back just a little bit. I can't scroll too far back. I don't see anything. Try it again. Someone said they are showing up. Okay. Dana says, I wrote 3 comments to her responding to me, and it seems like I was timed out. Try it again. Let's not time out Dana Dane, and let's see what they're saying. Crystal Smith wants to know what I did for MLK Day. I actually didn't do anything. We were chilling by the water. We were chilling in Ehrenberg by the water. Ms. Lee says, thanks for thoughts on the bathroom in a van, and I'm in the planning stages. Victoria says, yes, exactly. Free sawdust is easy to get. Great. Kathy RV Life is on the channel. She made it home safely. Thanks for letting me know you made it home safely. Judith says, I'm going to have to get you, Crystal, a rack to put on the back of the van for storage. I can't get a rack to put on the back of the van for storage because I don't have a hitch, so that ain't gonna work. I would definitely have to get a, Mahadi, how are you? And Mahadi is a guy, and I didn't know that, so forgive me for saying she on a comment, and I know you forgave me already. I just wanted to publicly say that. Thanks so much for always commenting and jumping on. I appreciate that. Well, we've been on for about 45 minutes, and it's slowing down. It's getting late. I know the East Coast is kind of late. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off because I need to eat. And we stopped at a Mexican place in Parker on our way from Ehrenberg back. And I saved half of my food, so that's what I'm going to be eating, the other half. So I'm definitely going to do that. Irene is saying, I need water, lots of it. I will get a Super C RV with 80 gallons. Hey, if you can afford it, go for it. Just know that you're not going to get much gas mileage. Eunice is living in a 2017 Elantra with a dog and a cat. Wow. Wow. Don't know how you're doing that one, but okay. Especially with pets. Okay, no one is timing Dana out. The comments are visible. Okay, so I'm just not seeing them. Maybe that's what it is. So Dana, why don't you go ahead and just put them in the comments of the playback, and I will try and answer them actually in text written form, okay? I'm so sorry that I didn't see them. It could have just been me. I might have been looking down and it scrolled and I didn't scroll back far enough. So I'm so sorry. Mitz Adventures, thanks for being a new follower. Thanks for joining the Vanner family. Thanks for joining the journey. I'm going to say good night to everybody. Thanks for everyone for jumping on. Don't forget, as you exit out, to hit the thumbs up because we don't have quite as many thumbs ups as we should. I appreciate all the love, the thumbs up, the support. I appreciate those that are going back and watching the old videos. Please do. Please, 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 please do that. There's some good videos back there. And I know it's like, oh, she has so many videos. But look at the titles and see if anything strikes your fancy and just